Welcome, young man. The analysis complete. I am the Good Nator, and my mission today is to discuss a very important topic that affects us all, and that is the theme of environmental conservation. As a cyborg sent from the future, I have witnessed the devastating effects of human neglect and disregard for the planet. I have seen the once blue skies turn gray, the oceans choke with plastic, and the forests shrink to nothing. It is a bleak future, and one that we must work together to prevent. The importance of environmental conservation cannot be overstated. The Earth is our home, and it is our responsibility to protect it. We must take action to reduce our carbon footprint, to use renewable energy sources, and to preserve our natural resources. We must also work to reduce pollution, to protect endangered species, and to promote sustainable development. One of the most pressing issues facing our planet today is climate change. The science is clear. Human activities such as burning fossil fuels and deforestation are releasing massive amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, leading to rising temperatures and extreme weather events. We must take immediate action to reduce our carbon emissions and transition to renewable energy sources. But environmental conservation is not just about saving the planet. It is also about saving ourselves. The air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat are all impacted by the health of our environment. By taking care of the earth, we are also taking care of our own health and well-being. As a young man, you have a critical role to play in this effort. You have the power to make a difference, to choose sustainability over convenience, and to demand action from your leaders. You can start by making small changes in your daily life, such as reducing your use of single-use plastics, using public transportation, or carpooling. You can also get involved in your community by participating in local conservation efforts, volunteering for environmental organizations, or advocating for environmental policies. You can use your voice to raise awareness about environmental issues, to educate your friends and family, and to inspire others to take action. But I know that it can be overwhelming to feel like one person can't make a difference. That's why it's so important to work together, to build a movement, and to support one another in our efforts to protect the planet. We must recognize that environmental conservation is not just a personal issue, but a collective one. We must also recognize that environmental conservation is not just about the environment. It's about social justice, economic development, and human rights. The most vulnerable communities are often the ones most affected by environmental degradation, and it is our responsibility to ensure that they are protected and empowered to take action. As a cyborg, I have been trained to analyze complex systems and to identify solutions. And I can tell you that the solution to environmental conservation is not just about technology or policy. It's about changing our behavior, our values, and our way of thinking. We must recognize that the earth is not just a resource to be exploited, but a living being that deserves our respect and care. We must also recognize that environmental conservation is not just a short-term goal, but a long-term investment in our future. We must think about the kind of world we want to leave for future generations and take action to ensure that they inherit a planet that is healthy, thriving, and sustainable. In conclusion, environmental conservation is a critical issue that requires immediate attention and action. As a young man, you have the power to make a difference, to choose sustainability over convenience, and to demand action from your leaders. Remember, every small action counts, and collective action can lead to significant change. So, I urge you to join the movement, to get involved, and to take action. Together, we can create a better future. A future where the earth is protected, and where all living beings can thrive. We can do this if we work together, and if we make a commitment to protecting the planet. And always remember, the future is not set. It's what we make it. We have the power to choose, to create, and to shape the world we want to live in. So, let's make a choice, let's take action, and let's make a difference. Hasta la vista, friend!